With some news you could use. All right, so look, real quick, I'm gonna go over a few things, right? So I want to go over the XRP ledger hooks, right? And so Richard AH, he just got back, really. If you follow him, he has 2,600 followers, but he's been around and then he disappeared for a while. He kind of left Twitter. Let's follow Evan too. He works on Evernote and he's working on hooks, right? He's a very knowledgeable XRPL guy. So let's go over real quick his thread here. So his thread says Sunday afternoon thread on the XRP ledger protocol scalability. So one, Richard says, we all know a blockchain is peer-to-peer network of computers working together via consensus algorithm to collectively validate transactions, right? Two, blockchains are a fantastic technology, but they all suffer from the same essential problem, scalability. No matter how efficient, there is a practical cap to the number of transactions per block ledger, right? So basically, there is a scaling issue with a lot of these blockchains, and I don't know if it's been completely figured out yet, because when we get mass adoption, a lot of chains, when they get mass adoption, they start to fail, right? So the chains that have not failed is predominantly because they have not been tested that way, right? They haven't seen mass adoption, and this is what he's saying. And ultimately, everybody thinks they have the answer, but until they get mass adoption, they don't really know, right? And XRP has been testing this stuff behind the scenes for a while now, right? With major transactions, it's been up 12 years, never went down. These are very important key points, really, So let's go to number 3. So burn to mint, B2M, is our XPOP driven value transfer mechanism in which a cryptographic proof shows that an asset is burned on the one XRP protocol chain, right? So on one side, it gets burned, right? Burned. And then on the other side, right, it gets minted, right? Because it's basically minted means it's coming out of thin air, right? Not necessarily, but what that means was it will get burned from one side, and then it gets minted to the other side, right? And then when it gets minted to the other side, then so anyway, so protocol chain allows it to be minted on the other XRP protocol on the chain. Mutual burn to mint is a situation where users of two chains can freely exchange assets forward and backward by burning where the asset is, right? Over here, right? This is where your asset is. Asset. So then this is where it gets burned from, right? Boom. And then the mint is on this side where it isn't, right? So this is where it needs to appear. So from here it can appear, and then it could go, wherever it decides to go, wherever it gets sent to, right? So where it isn't. Now, consider, instead of a group of computers working together to form a blockchain, right? Which, there's a good movie, and I don't know if I've mentioned it before. It's called Dark Pools. And in Dark Pools, the book is about a guy named Joshua Levine, and he created this. He had a bunch of computers like this, right? And in the book, it explains that he was competing with Wall Street, right? And he had a distributed ledger technology, basically exactly what it was, right? And so one computer, number one, right, would handle the bulk of the transaction. The number 2 would handle the rest. The number 3. The number 4, so it was a very, very, efficient processing, right? So it went from whatever this one didn't process went to 2, and then whatever 2 didn't process went to 3, and whatever 3 didn't process it went to 4, and whatever 4 didn't process went to 5, and whatever 5 didn't process went to 6, and so on and so forth. So it'll be like it explained in the book, like, okay, so I want you to just find all the black marbles, and then over here find all the red marbles, and over here you find all the blue marbles. Right, so it's essentially only one task, right? And that's lightning fast, as opposed to one computer who is trying to do all the work, find the black ones, find the red ones, find the, right? So this is much faster. This is what DLT is, right? So anyway, consider, instead of a group of computers working together to form a blockchain, you have a group of blockchains working together via mutual B2M, burn the mint, and interchain. So like the internet, but an interchain, right? It's pretty, this next level stuff right here. So this could be used for infinite horizontal scaling. You see how I had the 6 computers going this way? Imagine you could go, you have 6-lane highway or a 10-lane highway, 20-lane highway. How, you know, how much production can you get out of that? Like bandwidth, right? Like bandwidth, like the more the bandwidth, what happens? The faster you could go, right? The more capable you are, the more your capacity is bigger, right? So it makes complete sense, right? Anyway, this is what they're trying to accomplish. So this could be used for infinite horizontal scaling. In a sense, this is an even more decentralized version of a blockchain, like the internet, but the interchain. 7, disparate XRPL protocol chains can support and transfer each other's assets while keeping the total supply the same and without a custodian, third parties, witnesses, or a money services business being involved. So these guys are putting in work, man. They're doing, you know, an interchain, yeah, you know, Emote showing this. So it's pretty bullish what they're working on. You know, XPOP, if you don't know what XPOP is basically when XRP was able to like buy something from, they used the network and it was offline and it was still able to handle the payment. So imagine if the internet goes down, but XPOP, which XRP is the only one with this technology, right? XPOP is able to handle transactions still, right? In the event of a black swan or something like that, right? Like these guys are already thinking ahead. So let's go here to, let's see where I'm at right here. So Xumm wallet. Where's Zoom? Where's that? Here it is. So XRPL smart contracts, hooks, passes security audit with flying colors. This was a few days ago, right? And that's what we've been waiting for, hooks, so that developers can make smart contracts, right? We're excited to announce significant progress. Our hooks amendment has undergone a comprehensive security audit. This crucial step pushes us closer to integrating hooks into the XRPL and unlocks the potential for an even more comprehensive range of services for XRPL users, right? We're excited to announce significant progress. Our hooks amendment has undergone a comprehensive security audit. This crucial step pushes us closer to integrating hooks into the XRPL and unlocks the potential for an even more comprehensive range of services for XRPL users. A crucial safeguard. Before we embark on this new era, we believe hooks will bring. We owe it to the community to ensure the robustness of the hooks amendment. That's why we collaborated with FYEO and their renowned experts in the field of cybersecurity to conduct a comprehensive external security audit of the XRPL Labs Hooks Amendment. The primary objective of this audit was to offer an independent assessment for our overall security posture and identify potential risks and review the efficiency of our security measures. The audit focused on Hooks framework implementation, including the Hook API, helper functions, and execution environment. Audit results, a seal of confidence. The feedback from FYEO was exceptionally positive during their audit. They found no serious or severe security issues. Several minor and a few moderate issues were found and promptly resolved by us. To read the full Hooks Amendment audit, click here. Our Hooks Amendment showcases a robust security level, validating our dedication to security. We've taken the recommendations on board and are continually refining our code base to enhance his resilience further. So the power of hooks. So here it goes into that, right? It's pretty this is going to be revolutionary for XRPL, right? So our hooks and robots. Okay, so the power of hooks. Hooks allows the creation of customized logic and automation within the XRPL at layer 1, making transactions smarter and more convenient. Adding custom on-ledger functionality that can control the flow of transactions into and out of an account, create new accounts, and record and retrieve information from the ledger. By bringing the potential of smart contract functionality to the XRPL's first layer, Hooks promises to enhance the innate capabilities of the XRPL significantly. So here it goes, right? So the code is much easier, right? It's much easier because the initial XRPL, you had to go through amendments and all type of changes, and you're talking about an industrial, commercial grade payment service that XRPL is trying to provide. So you can't just change things. You can't, right? So this is going to be big in simplifying and streamlining things. Using Hooks Builder, you can develop, test, debug, and deploy your own hooks on our testnet using our examples or building your own from scratch. Looking forward to the promise of Hooks. We would like to take a moment to express our gratitude for the thoughtful comments and insightful findings FIO's audit provided. We are happy that we can move forward with more confidence, knowing more eyes have looked at the code, powering what is possibly the biggest contribution to the XRPO ledger code base since inception. We are both humbled and excited by this as we step into our future as Xumm. So Xumm is going to change to Xumm, right? The potential that Hooks brings to our community is immense. From enabling auto savings to anti-scam firewalls to automated decentralized financial instruments and even automated regulatory compliance, Hooks are about to make XRPO journey both safer and more dynamic. What really sets the Hooks Amendment apart from the XRPO smart contract solution is its seamless integration with XRPO's Layer 1, making it a core part of the ledger's DNA. This allows Hooks to use the unique features and capabilities of the XRPL, delivering superior control over transaction flow and logic and a richer user experience. An essential milestone, a step closer to our vision. The successful completion of the audit represents an essential milestone for us. It affirms our security measures and propels us closer to our vision of integrating Hooks into the XRPL. The introduction of Hooks will grant users increased flexibility to tailor applications to their unique needs, inspiring further innovation within the XRPO ecosystem. Stay connected as we move closer to integrating the Hooks Amendment into the XRPL, laying the groundwork for boundless potential. The full security audit can be found here. Boom. So we're not going to go into that because it's probably really technical, and it's probably a PDF, which it is. And here it is. It's a 61-page audit here, but you could go. I could set the. I will leave the link in the page, and if you wanna check it out, then you can. Let's copy this, copy link, and I will make sure to put it on the page. So the next thing that I've been going. So I trade. So what I did is I'm in a position here. I'm gonna go. So I went long around here. Actually, somewhere around here, right at 50, I think at 50 cents actually, and mainly because I see is long term this is a bullish play for XRP. So what I'm using Rollbit, right? So I'm gonna explain real quick what crypto futures is for those that don't know how to trade, right? So if you're going up, no matter from the point you're at, wherever you decide to go up, from there, you are predicting that your crypto coin or stock, is going up from there, right? That's what you're predicting. When I go here and I say down, then from whatever point the stock is at or the coin is at, right? I'm predicting that from there it's going down, right? So if you start to learn technical analysis and you look at charts, right? So we can go XRP. So we can go back a little bit. As we can see, it's been bouncing in the zone here, right? And it's ready for a breakout. The case could be over with soon, and I'm bullish on XRP, so I went long here. But I'm gonna go more of it. If you guys want to hear more about technical analysis, and I'll put it in here. What platforms I'm using? Rollbit. You could use different platforms, but I'll go into that. If you guys put some comments down below, I'll show you guys how and what you need to do to start to trade if you like and learn technical analysis. This is not financial advice, but this is one of the places that I trade. Yes. So that's it for today. I hope all is well. I wish y'all the best. Happy Sunday.